Once upon a time, there was a man who had everything you could ever dream of. Power, wealth, wisdom, and way too many wives. His name? King Solomon. Yes, that's Solomon, the one from the Bible. This guy wasn't just rich. He was Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and a lottery winner combined. And not only was he the wealthiest dude in history, but he was also the wisest. But before you start thinking, oh wow, what a lucky guy, his life was a mess. And if you're not careful, yours could be too. So grab your popcorn because today we're diving into the epic rise and dramatic lessons from the life of the man who had it all and still wasn't happy. Lesson number 1. Wisdom beats everything, even money. Solomon became king after his father, David, the guy who slayed Goliath. And when God asked him, yo, what do you want? Riches? Power? A pet dragon? Solomon didn't ask for cash. He didn't ask for fame. Instead, he asked for wisdom. And God was like, finally, someone gets it. So he made Solomon the wisest human ever, and threw in riches, power, and success as a bonus. Lesson: knowledge and wisdom attract everything else. You can chase money all you want, but if you don't have the wisdom to keep it, you'll be broke again next year. Ever heard of lottery winners who go bankrupt? Yeah. Lesson number 2. Even the smartest person can make dumb choices. Solomon was a genius, but here's the thing. Wisdom doesn't mean you always use it. Despite knowing better, he made some legendary mistakes. Mistake number 1. He married 700 wives. 700. Bro, I can't even reply to 3 texts at once. Mistake number 2. He had 300 concubines on top of that. Sir, how do you even remember their names? Mistake number 3. He let his heart rule his head. Solomon started strong. He built temples, led his people wisely, and wrote proverbs. But later in life, he let all his wealth, pleasure, and relationships distract him. Instead of staying focused on his purpose, he started trying to find happiness in the wrong places. Money had it, power had it, women had too many. And yet, towards the end of his life, Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes, which basically says, I had everything, and guess what? It's all meaningless. Moral of the story? You can have all the success in the world and still feel empty if you don't have real purpose. Deep, right? Now take a second to rethink your life choices. Lesson number 3. Success without discipline equals disaster. Solomon had it all, but he also lost control. He let his wealth, relationships, and distractions run his life. Sound familiar? Yeah, put your phone down for a sec. Success is great, but if you don't have discipline, it will wreck you. Solomon started off as a king and ended up as a man filled with regret. Because at the end of the day, wisdom only works if you apply it. That gym membership won't use itself, buddy. Lesson number 4. The secret to a good life is simpler than you think. So after building the greatest kingdom, making billions, and dating half the planet, Solomon came to one final conclusion. Fear God and keep his commandments. That's it. No complex formulas. No chasing after shiny things that don't last. Just live wisely, do what's right, and stop overcomplicating everything. Because guess what? Happiness isn't in the money. It's not in success. It's not in external things. It's in wisdom, purpose, and doing what truly matters. Final words in your next move. Right now you have 2 choices. Ignore everything you just read, scroll past, and keep making the same mistakes. Take action, start living with wisdom, and focus on what actually matters. I'll leave you with this. What's one lesson from Solomon's life that hits home for you? Drop it in the comments. And if this made you think differently about life, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. See you next time. Unless you're too busy marrying 700 people.